Hi, I'm Janae. I'm 34.
Hello,
And
Janae.
Janae, what do you do?
I'm in school for fashion design. I'm an office assistant, and I'm a new entrepreneur. Just about to launch my fitness clothing line called WeFit.
Okay, and why did you end up popping your balloon for Brian?
Hey, Brian. I love the way you speak, but for me, it was the pants. I don't like the pants too tight. I'm kind of ghetto
Really?
too, so I like them a little loose, and that was just it for me.
How old are you?
34.
You're 34. How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Yep.
How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
You got 3 baby daddies. Okay.
I should have said 0, because it's just me.
You gonna lie to the public?
No, I have 3, but it's just me. I'm a single parent. There's no man in my life.
I'm sorry, ma'am. You have 3 kids with 3 different men, and you are judging this guy because his pants are too tight? Really? Come on now. You cannot be serious. You honestly think that your standards are so high because his freaking pants are too tight? Lady, you need to be begging for a man to accept you and your 3 children from 3 different men, regardless if the men are in the life or not. Like, seriously, who do you think you are? You are 3 for 3 out here. You need to be begging for a man that's nice to you with a pulse. That's basically what you need. You need to be throwing away any kind of standards you have whatsoever, because who wants to take on a woman with 3 kids? And at 34 years old, you must have been getting down in your day to be out here 3 for 3 and out here at 34 years old, because she is well old enough to pop out at least 2 kids and talking about she don't want to date a man because his pants are too tight. Come on now.
No man in your life?
Nope.
Why
Except
is the
my
reason
boys.
for there no man in your life?
Well, my first child, his father passed away, and the other 2 are nowhere to be found. So, what can you do?
They do you like that? What's wrong with them?
Something. Only go-
I wonder if the first child's father, he passed away. I wonder if he was in the drug game, if he was in the streets. How exactly did he pass away? Was it a car accident, or was he taken out because of drug violence and stuff like that? The context matters. Still, the fact that she got 3 kids from 3 different men, but context matters because that kind of tells a story about the type of men that you have chosen to have kids with throughout your life, especially the first one. And the other 2, they know where to be found, so they ain't shit kind of dudes either. If you having kids with these guys, you can't. They know where to be found. Are they even on child support? These are very important questions, ma'am. But again, you judging this brother based off his freaking pants.
God
Or
knows.
is there something wrong with you?
Possibly, but I think I'm just fine.
I think you're just fine as well.
Thank you.
Right. But to say that a 41-year-old man is disqualified because of his pants,
You're 41?
I'll be 41 in September.
Okay, because I was like, I thought you said 40.
I'll be 41 in September. That's coming up.
I like it. It's okay for you. It's not my style. You know, with everything going on, I like the pants to be a little baggy, that's all.
Where you from, love?
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
Okay. How long you been out here?
2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Let's go on over here.
And see, he wasn't very disrespectful in that interaction. Some of his questions, the ladies may seem like it's aggressive or intruding or something like that. But these are very important questions that you need to know up front. Man, woman, or whatever, you need to know how many kids a person has and how many different people they got them kids with.
If we can have your name and age.
I am Venusian, 39.
And you said Venusian? And what do you do?
I'm a TikTok creator manager.
Cool. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm a free-spirited woman, so having to check in with somebody like they are my parent.
Free spirit is a red flag already. You are a free spirit. You just float around like the butterflies, and you just do whatever the hell you want without any kind of anything to ground you, nothing to really attach yourself to. You just la-di-da-di-da. Oh, no, that's kind of a red flag for me. If a woman talking about she's free spirited,
Is something that I don't subscribe to, so that's why I pop my balloon.
What do you mean check in like they're your parent?
The way that you were discussing how somebody needs to constantly, when we're out and about, to text or call and check in, that's something that I don't subscribe to, so that's why I pop my balloon.
So what she's saying is she wants to be able to run the streets, do what the hell would she feel like doing, and don't want to have to check in with a serious boyfriend or maybe even a husband. She don't want to have to let somebody know where she's at. She don't want to have to say what time she's coming home or anything like that. She just want to be free to do whatever the hell you want to do without zero consequence, without zero accountability whatsoever. You don't want a man to tell you what to do. You don't want a man to know exactly where you are. You don't want a man to know anything that you don't want him to know. You just want to be free to do whatever or whoever that you want.
Okay. What do you do?
I'm a TikTok creator manager.
TikTok creator manager? For what company? Or is it for yourself?
He don't know.
It's for TikTok.
For TikTok?
Social media.
Okay. Social media?
Social media agent, yes.
Okay. How many kids you have?
I have 2.
How many baby daddies?
2.
Oh,
Two?
my God.
Okay. So you didn't think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
No.
No? Okay. Okay. I was just asking because for real men, that's what matters.
Yep.
Your first one is given. Your second one, the mistake is on you.
Oh, is it? Well, there's
That's definitely
circumstances
right.
under why I got
That's
pregnant.
definitely
but
right.
Ladies, this is how men think. You may say the way that he's coming off is a bit aggressive, but this is exactly how men think. You have multiple kids with multiple different men. The first one, he might say, okay, maybe you made a mistake. Maybe you were young and, you didn't know what you were doing. You hopped on it too many times. You got pregnant. The second one, by the second man, you can't tell a man that that's not a choice because you were already experienced with the first one. And guess what? Just like the lady in the orange, she got 3 kids by 3 different men. First was a mistake. Second was a choice. Third one is a lifestyle. She made a lifestyle by having 3 kids with 3 different men at 34 years old, the lady in the orange. This lady, she's upset that he's holding her accountable because she got 2 kids from 2 different men. Again, you want to be all picky, but you got all these kids by multiple different men. You should have been with one of those fathers. If not, why the hell did you have kids by these men that you don't want to be with, that you don't want to be married to? You just out here just letting them raw dog up in you and having their babies because you want kids, but you don't want there to be a father to those kids in the household. You don't want to be married to that man. You should have been married to him, one of them that you chose to have a baby with, but yet you don't want to be a wife to one of these guys. So now you out here wanting a man to pick you versus all the other women out there, millions and billions of women, not just the women on this show, but there are so many other women out there in the world. Why would a man, especially the kind of guy with his stuff together, especially the kind of guy that's got a strong head on his shoulders, why would he want to seriously date or marry a woman with multiple kids by multiple different men, especially if he maybe has 1 child or even no children? Why would he pick you? Newsflash, he wouldn't. He would go find somebody else. Even if they're the same age, even if they're a little bit older, he's going to go find someone else who doesn't have these kids attached to them because it is a package deal. We get that, but we don't want to accept that bad package deal.
That's nor here or there, and that's not what I'm here for.
Okay, definitely. You're a beautiful woman, though.
Thank you.
But I respect your answer.
Thank you. Let's go back here. Okay, if we can start off with your name and age.
I'm Shay, and I'm 37.
How you doing, Shay?
I'm doing amazing.
Shay, what do you do?
So I work for the county, and I have my own hair business and a few other little small businesses.
Okay. All right, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
So originally I was feeling it. I like I don't want to say a bad boy, but I like somebody that's outspoken. But the question of, I feel like you're challenging the women. Oh, how many baby daddies you got? And then, it just, does that matter? You say future, so that's they past.
I'm sorry. How does that not matter? Why are you upset that he is asking women how many baby daddies and how many kids they got? Wouldn't you ask a man the same thing? How many kids you got by how many different women? That freaking matters. That's a deal breaker for a lot of people out here. Why are you getting so bent out of shape, so upset that he is asking this specific question? Are you triggered? Is it hit dog hollering? What is it? Because if you weren't, if this didn't hurt you so much, you wouldn't have popped your balloon. It wouldn't be a deal breaker for you. You wouldn't be so triggered by this in the first place.
It's not their future. How many kids do you have?
I have 1 daughter. She's 19.
Do you want more?
I do.
It's odd.
My balloon still pop because I don't want any more.
Okay.
You don't want any more?
Not at all. I
You
have.
can't
I have
have
one.
any more. You
No, I'm
choose
choosing.
not
I
to
choose
have
not
any
to have
more.
any more. I have a
Okay.
almost 14-year-old, and
Okay, yeah. Well, the reason for me asking their past about the baby daddies because it lets me know where they're going in their future.
Yep.
If you didn't want to have a baby daddy for the second time, then that lets me know that you was uncareful
Yep.
of what you're dealing with.
do you necessarily
Okay.
believe that somebody's past is their past that don't determine their future?
Not-
Because
not-
I mean, I can look at you and say like you made people make mistakes. And it could happen. I feel like once or twice, okay, some things become a choice, but your past doesn't determine
When it
it.
comes to once is a mistake. Twice, that's on you.
Yep.
Okay, so then say like you get into a relationship with somebody, you get married, and things don't work. So then I guess you made a mistake, and then so you once is a mistake, and then twice is. I don't believe in that because I believe things happen.
Sweetheart, twice is on you.
Yep.
Okay,
You
well,
should have learned from that very first
No,
mistake.
Yep.
Okay,
Lessons are
and
to be
not
learned.
saying that your child is a mistake, right?
Of course
But the
not.
fact that you chose the wrong man to have kids with, and secondly, not to have a marriage after the next one or before
Marriage
the next
doesn't
one.
determine, and I'm a person that wants to be married, but marriage don't determine anything. I done known people to be married for a long.
Do y'all hear this sign language? Oh my God. Just the need to be right. Oh, it's pathological. Oh, you're like, oh, your past doesn't matter. You know, mistakes happen. Yes, mistakes do happen, but for you to have multiple mistakes over and over again, not saying that your child's a mistake, but the mistake of you picking the wrong man to have children with multiple times, that should not count against you. That should not take points off you some kind of way. Come on now. So, ladies, the way men think, men are judged on their future. Women are judged on their past. Women will judge a man based on his trajectory towards his future, i.e., what does he do for a living? How much money does he make? What is his earning potential? Where is he looking to go into his life? What is his plan? A man picking a woman, he's going to pick a woman based on her past. Is she very promiscuous? Does she have an OnlyFans? Does she got multiple kids by multiple men? Is she in a whole lot of student loan debt or whatever? These are things that men and women value in relationships. So again, you want to be mad at him because he is judging you based upon the fact that you have 2 kids by 2 different men, and you're like, oh no, mistakes happen. Oh, why does the past matter? Oh, marriage wasn't necessary back then. These are the choices that you made in your past, and that you want this man or any man to pick that and decide to take that into the future. No, they don't want to do that. And why would they choose to do that when they can pick another woman who made better life choices, who doesn't have such a crazy past as you do, who ain't got multiple kids or multiple different men? Maybe she has 1 child and he has 1 child. Maybe she don't have any children and he said he wants another child. Okay, some of them are willing to have other children, but the fact that you got multiple kids by multiple different men, that's a deal breaker up front. And the fact that they can't stand this kind of questioning, that's the real red flag.
Time and it don't work out, baby. So yeah, you are no, honey bun.
Okay.
You're too aggressive now.
No problem. The aggressiveness, that comes from a Southern man, right?
Baby, let me explain
And we
something to
stand
you.
on what we talking
My roots
about.
come from Texas, so
Okay, I'm from New Orleans.
okay, so
You know what I
the
mean?
South,
So
the
when
battles
you-
of the South.
All right,
like I said again.
Brian, let's move on. Let's
Okay.
move on.
No problem.
Yeah, don't bother.
Have a good day,
Don't
man.
argue with her.
If we can have your name and age.
Hi, my name is Shay, and I'm 37.
And Shay, what do you
Hello,
do?
Shay.
I am an insurance adjuster, and I'm just waiting to take my real estate license.
Very nice. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Just based off of the energy, I didn't want to pop it too soon. I like to feel you out first, but just based off of the energy and the conversations that were had between the women, and just overall, that's it.
Okay. So you a follower?
No, I went out. That's why I said I didn't pop it right away. I wanted to see for myself.
So you didn't like my responses and the women that I responded to? You didn't like the responses?
Just the energy from it. Yeah.
The energy is too strong for you, huh?
Not necessarily too strong. I just didn't too much care for it.
That's understandable. I respect that, though.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's go on over here. If we can have your name and age.
Davinia, and I'm 41.
And Davinia, what do you do?
I'm a compliance analyst for a payment processing company.
Okay. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I popped my balloon. I was waiting because I was trying to feel the energy, the vibe, the connection, chemistry. And I believe he was speaking very well, very suave, handsome gentleman. So I was trying to give it some time. But then it started to feel like an attack. And I didn't like or agree with the attack. So that was why I popped my balloon.
Okay.
You could give an argument to say that, okay, maybe his tone was a bit aggressive, but honestly, what is the proper tone to ask those kind of questions? What is the proper tone for a man to ask, how many kids do you have by multiple different men? And for women who are getting rejected by that, how do they not feel triggered? How do they not get angry? How do they not say that it's aggressive? Because what is the right way to ask those kind of questions? And a lot of times it doesn't matter what you do, they're going to get triggered just on the fact that you are judging them on their past, and that's what they can't stand.
So you say it felt like an attack. Can you elaborate on that?
You don't judge people from their past, or you like to start off with a clean slate. I don't think that if a relationship works out for a woman and it happens to be her second baby daddy per se, I don't think that's her fault. So if she decides to stay and marry the man, like Brian says, then that means she's settling. And I don't agree with a woman having to settle just because the opinions of others thinking that, it's going to be her fault. It's her fault because it didn't work out. No. Okay. Because people, they start off.
Really? Really? You shouldn't judge a person based on their past. Really? I'm sorry. You go for a job interview, they judge you based on your work history. They judge you on your criminal history. You go to apply for a loan, they judge you based on your credit history. Your past matters no matter what you do in life, because the best judge of future behavior is past behavior. Why would any person, no matter what you are trying to do out in this life, not judge you based on your past if they're trying to do anything with you in the future, whether that's business, whether that's a relationship, whether that's applying for a loan, whether that's, getting a car, getting a job, or anything like that? Why would they not judge you? This is the reason why men ask, what do you bring to the table? This is the reason why men ask how many kids you got from how many different men. This is the reason why when you go apply for a job, they want to know your resume. They want to know your work history. When you go apply for the loan, they want to know your credit history. Are you good at making your payments on time? What is your debt to income ratio? These things matter. We are all judged on their past, but let's be honest, when it comes specifically to relationships, women are judged more on their past because their past matters. That man's future is what's going to carry the relationship. A woman's past is what's going to hinder the relationship. That's the difference. That's why it matters. Not to say a man's past is not going to hinder the relationship, but if he's got a shaky past, it's hard for him to have any kind of vision for his future. And a man without vision for his future is not going to be able to lead a relationship. A woman with a shaky past can ruin any man with a bright future ahead of him because he's got all this baggage he's trying to hold on to be the relationship with her. That's why it matters. And to say that, oh, you should not judge a woman based on her past, well, maybe it was a mistake, maybe they didn't stay together. Well, God damn it, your ass shouldn't have had the freaking kids before you had the marriage. If you weren't gonna marry the man, don't have the kid. That's what a lot of guys are saying out here. And until y'all ladies get that through your head, it's going to be much harder for you to freaking date.
Off with different personas, and then you slowly kind of learn who they really are. So if you decide to walk away because that situation isn't healthy for you, that doesn't mean that it's your fault that it didn't work out.
Okay. So there's 4 billion women on the planet.
Yep.
I'm a black American from Louisiana. I have the choice to have the pick of the litter. So why would I pick you if you have multiple baby daddies?
Well, don't pick me.
Right.
Yeah.
And
you
I
have
understand
the choice.
that.
You have the choice. We all have a choice.
I have the choice, but
Yeah.
you're judging me on the fact that I have the choice.
No, I'm not judging you. That just means that I'm not for you. If you're going to judge me because my second baby daddy didn't work out for me, then I'm not for you. So I'm not judging
And I
you and your
understand that.
opinion
How many kids
and your
you have?
preference. I have 3.
You have
25,
three?
18, and 12.
Okay, how many baby daddies?
2.
2. Okay. So It's no disrespect towards that, right? But I just want you to understand, when it comes to a man of top tier, right? We give you a few from one man. That's it. If you have multiple from a different man, that disqualifies yourself.
So
Even if she's got a few from one man, that's still a few more mouths to feed. That's still a few more kids to protect, provide, to lead, to guide. That's a few more human beings to even worry about, to take into consideration in the package deal that comes with being that specific woman. Yes, a woman is judged more on the fact that she's got multiple kids by multiple different men, but if she got 3 kids with one man and 3 kids with 3 different men, guess what? That's still 3 damn kids. You may only have to deal with one man versus 3 different men, but guess what? You are always going to have to deal with them 3 little crumb snatchers. Why? Because most of the time, women have sole custody, primary custody of the kids, and the kids are there, most of the time, and they might go off to their baby daddy, every other weekend or whatever. So that's what men are taking into consideration when dealing with the woman with kids.
disqualifies a top tier woman from getting a top tier
That's exactly
man
right. Why?
when
Because
she
there's
has-
billions of women on this planet.
Yep.
All right?
I respect your opinion.
Okay.
Okay, well, Brian, that is all the.
Anyway, man, that's all I got for this one. What do y'all think about this whole pop the balloon thing? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Now, get anything right, now get anything wrong, y'all let me know. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.